Most Christians treat Bible verses for anxiety like a spiritual band-aid, a quick, desperate recitation to numb the immediate pain. But your anxiety isn't a surface-level cut. It is a divided heart, a systemic fragmentation of your very soul. In the original Greek, the word for anxiety is merimnate. It literally means to be pulled apart, to be choked, to be fragmented. You are being pulled between the reality of today and the hypothetical catastrophes of tomorrow. It is a psychological civil war, and you've been told to just have more faith, as if faith was a volume knob you could just turn up. That is a dangerous lie. Anxiety is not a lack of faith. It is a presence of pride, the subtle, arrogant belief that you must be the one in control. To carry the weight of the future is to play God, and you are a terrible God. That is why you are perpetually exhausted. Today, we stop the performative piece. We are going into the forensic depth of 3 verses that are more powerful than you realized. Verse 1, the covenant of presence. Isaiah 41:10. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. The Hebrew for dismayed means to look around in a state of panic. God's response to your panic is a promise of presence. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you. God is not offering to fix the storm, but to hold you in it. This is the security of the right hand, a legal symbol of protection and authority. You are not alone in the abyss. This was written to exiles in Babylon, people who had lost everything, their homes, their status, their sense of safety. God doesn't start with a solution to their exile. He starts with his presence. Presence is the ultimate antidote to panic. Verse 2, the decision of the divided heart. Psalm 56:3. When I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. Notice the phrasing. When I am afraid. Fear is the condition. Trust is the decision. It is a tectonic shift of your will. Trust is not a feeling you wait for. It is an authority you exercise. It is the active refusal to worship the what if. You are taking the fear hostage and leading it to the altar. You are deciding that God's character is the final word. This is the forensic decision. You analyze the fear, identify its lie, and then violently transfer your reliance to the Father. You stop negotiating with the parasite. You serve the eviction notice. You are the arresting officer of your own mind. Verse 3, the military garrison of peace. Philippians 4:6-7, the most famous verse for anxiety and the most misused. Paul wrote this from a dungeon. He wasn't giving advice. He was giving a military protocol for survival. The strategy is 3-pronged: prayer, supplication, and the hinge, thanksgiving. You cannot have peace without gratitude. Gratitude is the forensic evidence of God's past faithfulness. It proves that your future is secure in His hands. And the result? A peace that guards your mind. Phroureo, a garrison of troops posted at the gate of your soul. This peace doesn't come because the problem is gone. It comes because the gate is closed to the enemy's intrusion. It is a peace that transcends understanding. It doesn't make sense to the world, but it is absolute to the believer. Modern neuroscience confirms what the Word has always said. Memorizing and reciting Scripture calms the amygdala. It shifts you from the fight or flight of the limbic system to the authority and logic of the prefrontal cortex. You are quite literally rewiring your brain for peace. You are the architect of your own mental fortress. The great mistake is trying to manage your anxiety instead of evicting it. You are negotiating with a parasite. You think if you think about it enough, you'll find a solution. But thinking is the problem. Surrender is the solution. The 30-day peace reset. Day 1, the linguistic audit. Stop saying, I am anxious. Start saying, I am experiencing a divided mind. Build your scripture chain. Link Isaiah 41:10 to Psalm 56:3 to Philippians 4:6. Link them until they are unbreakable. Cast it. Physically and mentally transfer the burden. Refuse to take it back. It is no longer your problem. God is now the holder. Day 7, the Sabbath of Shalom. Rest in the finished work. Your peace is secured. Your mind is stayed. You are whole. Anxiety is an eviction notice for your peace, but you are the one with the authority to serve it. Stand in that power. Reclaim your mind. Reclaim your soul. Standing on the monolith of truth, you are a child of the King. Reclaim your narrative. Your peace was never based on your circumstances. It was based on the character of your Father. Stay stayed on Him, standing on the monolith of truth, faith for real life, period. Now we move to the secondary defense, the refinement of the heart through the fire of trials. James 1:2, count it all joy when you meet trials of various kinds. This is not a happy feeling. It is a calculated joy. Trials reveal what you have made into an idol. Anxiety is the smoke from the fire burning away your self-reliance. God is using the heat to forge a mental toughness that cannot be shaken. He is building the structural integrity of your soul. Chapter 5. The Consolations of the Soul. Psalm 94:19. When the cares of my heart are many, your consolations cheer my soul. Anxiety is a loud, chaotic noise. God's consolation is a whispered frequency. You must cultivate the silence. One word from the Father carries more weight than 10,000 threats from the enemy. Tune your mind to the truth. Chapter 6. The Architecture of Perfect Love. 1 John 4:18. There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. Fear is a squatter. Love is the landlord. When love occupies the room, fear has nowhere to sit. Serve the eviction. You don't fight fear by focusing on fear. You fight fear by saturating yourself in the love that is already won. The Eviction Protocol, Part 2. Name the specific catastrophe you are worshiping in your mind. Identify the squatter. Serve the notice with the authority of the word. You do not negotiate. You serve the notice and close the door, period. Occupy the space with truth. A mind empty of worry will be refilled by it unless you occupy it with the monolith of Scripture. Shalom is holistic wholeness. It is the completion of the soul. This is your legal inheritance as a child of God. Reclaim your mind. Reclaim your soul. Standing on the monolith of truth. Faith for real life. Chapter 7. The Physics of the Burden. Psalm 55:22. Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you. The word burden in Hebrew refers to what has been given to you. Sometimes your anxiety is a weight God allowed so you would finally learn to lean. He does not promise to remove the weight immediately. He promises to sustain you. He becomes the structural integrity of your soul. Chapter 8. The Consolations of the Soul. Psalm 94:19. When the cares of my heart are many, your consolations cheer my soul. Anxiety is a loud, chaotic noise. God's consolation is a whispered frequency. You must cultivate the silence to hear the King's decree. One word from the Father carries more weight than 10,000 threats from the enemy. Tune your mind to the monolith of truth. Chapter 9. The Throne of Access. Hebrews 4:16. Let us then with confidence draw near to the throne of grace. You do not approach God as a beggar for peace. You approach as a child with a legal right to the inheritance of shalom. Grace is for the moment you are failing. Mercy is for the moment you are weak. Both are available at the monolith of grace. Look at the history of survival. In Exodus 14, a whole nation was trapped between a sea and an army. Genocidal anxiety. The command was, fear not, stand firm, and see the salvation of the Lord. The strategy was stillness before the split. In 1 Samuel 1, Hannah's anxiety was relational and internal, a soul being choked by unfulfilled desire and harassment. She poured out her soul before the Lord. She externalized the burden. She served the eviction notice on her despair. Chapter 10. Taking Thoughts Captive. 2 Corinthians 10:5. You are the arresting officer of your own mind. When a what if appears, you do not entertain it. You demand its identification. If it doesn't align with the Father's character, it is arrested. Chapter 11. The Authority of Stillness. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. Stillness is not passive. It is a tectonic shift of the soul. It is the active refusal to move until the Father speaks. Workshop Part 2. Identify the squatter. Name the specific catastrophe you are worshiping in your mind. Identify the lie. Serve the notice. Use the authority of the word. Speak the decree. I am not given a spirit of fear, but of power. Occupy the space with truth until the truth of God's character is louder than the lie of the storm. Standing on the monolith. The 7-day peace reset. Day 1. The information fast. Stop the feed. Stop the noise. Quiet the soul. Reclaim the silence. Day 2. The gratitude audit. Write down 10 things God has done that prove He is trustworthy. Build your case. Forensic gratitude. Day 3. The covenant of presence. Spend 1 hour in silence, acknowledging only one truth. God is with me. That is all. Period. Day 4. The aggressive cast. Physically act out the transfer of your biggest burden to the Father. Reclaim your posture. Authority. Day 5. The linguistic shift. Remove all anxious language from your vocabulary. Speak with the authority of the sound mind. No more lies. Day 6. The mind sentry. Post the phroureo guard. Catch every anxious thought within 3 seconds and arrest it. Permanent security. Day 7. The Sabbath of Shalom. Rest in the finished work. Your peace is secured. Your mind is stayed. You are whole. Finished. The Sovereign Seal. Your peace was bought at the highest price. It is a legal reality that the enemy cannot undo. It is a covenant. The bars are dissolving. The chains are broken. You are not a victim of your thoughts. You are a sovereign in the kingdom of peace. Shalom is holistic wholeness. It is the completion of the soul. This is your inheritance. This is your real life. Claim it. This is faith for real life. If you've reclaimed your peace, drop a shalom in the comments and share this strategy. Reclaim the narrative. Stay stayed on Him, standing on the monolith of truth. We'll see you in the next deep dive. Period. Chapter 12. The Irrevocable Covenant. Ezekiel 37:26. I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant. Peace is not a temporary truce with your circumstances. It is an everlasting legal treaty signed in the blood of the Son. It cannot be broken. Chapter 13. The Strength of the Quiet. Isaiah 30:15. In quietness and in trust shall be your strength. The world equates strength with noise and activity. God equates strength with the ability to be quiet before Him. Silence is your fortress. Chapter 14. The Kinetic Shield. Ephesians 6:16. Take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming darts. Faith is not a passive belief. It is a kinetic defense. You lift the shield by speaking the truth. Every dart of anxiety is extinguished by the word. The 14-day deep reset. Day 8. The Identity Audit. Stop defining yourself by your struggle. You are not anxious, Sonny. You are Sonny, the child of God. Day 9. The Mirror of Truth. Look into the Word. See yourself as the Father sees you. Whole, protected, sovereign. Reclaim your reflection. Day 10. Breaking the performative mask. Stop pretending. Be gut-level honest with the Father about the weights you are still holding. Smash the facade. Final decree. Reclaim your authority. The enemy is a squatter. You are the heir. The monolith of peace is your home. Stand in it. Period.